Oh, you know what? I got to get YouTube up. Do you have it up?
Nope. I'm doing it right now. It says we're live.
Okay. We are live, and I need to do that.
I just got my notification.
Oh, good. I need to do that. Oh,
I just got my notification.
oh good. I need to do that. Oh,
I just got my notification.
oh good. I need to do that. Oh,
I just got my notification.
what is going on? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I've turned my volume off on my YouTube on my phone.
Okay. I just turned off my YouTube volume. Do you feel people can hear us?
Yeah. I can hear it pretty good.
There's April. Hi.
Hey, April.
You, April. We are just crafting away and deciding that we will come on here and share.
Hey, Celeste.
Hey, Celeste. How are y'all doing today? Oh, good. Loud and clear, but not too loud, please. I have a little sign here that says, Laura, don't talk too loud. Hey, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Oh, man, I can't get this open. So, Julie and I are hopeful that we can start doing lunchtime lives every week. And we invite you to come into the craziness that is our friendship. Right, Julie?
Right.
I was so scared. I was like, oh no, she can't hear me. I've been having so many computer problems.
And everybody, I'm at my desk at work, so if I have to hop off in a hurry, please excuse me.
This is literally a lunchtime live, right?
Right.
So I'm sitting on top of these fabrics that are going to be part of a live sale Julie and I will do somewhere down the road. We were just talking about when life might let us do that. Y'all are familiar with that, right?
Yeah, we're trying to get it together.
Yeah. But we're going to have some fabric packs. Oh, there is so much lag. Wow.
Yeah, there's quite a lag.
So this is a nautical fabric pack I've got going, and it's going to have this type of embroidery in it. And wow, I can't even. So I'm just going to now undo.
That's gorgeous. I love that.
And show you, this is some Tim Holtz fabric that I thought would be great for embellishing the journal. And it's different letters with stamps. And then this is a nautical fabric, number one.
Oh, I love that. You know how I love that.
Yes, I thought about Julie when I did this because she loves the nautical. Thanks, Celeste. And so then white was not enough. We have to also do the blue.
Oh, yeah.
And I think then I have just a couple of fabrics. I like to put in fabrics that are coordinating and that you can use like for inside, outside journal covers, because all these pieces so far are big enough for you to use as journal covers, except for the Tim Holtz piece. Okay. And so
absolutely gorgeous.
4 pieces that are big enough for journal covers. And you're also going to get, a piece at least this size of this embroidery. And then this will be your red for this piece. And I'm going to let it catch up. There. So these are just some of the, yeah, so that's a pack. And my daughter was so sweet to put some in
Laura, Jersey Laura, how's it going?
Hey, Laura. My daughter was sweet enough to put some in plastic, but I really love having them out of the plastic so you can see them better. Let me just. So these are just a few that we're working on. That one has its embroidery. And all of them, like I said, have at least 4 pieces that are big enough to be journal covers, which I think is pretty cool. And all of them have some sort of Tim Holtz fabric. This is the Tim Holtz in this one. And the Tim Holtz in this one is the MAP fabric. And there's linen and cotton and vintage and new and, just all kind of good stuff. And this is the red, white, and blue. And I really love, this is a super old linen that's French. I was really tickled to find that. This is also a linen that I didn't have as much of, but I just love the colors. So I was like, yeah. And feed sack, embroidered pieces.
All that yumminess.
With the lace. And and then this red print is feed sack fabric.
Oh,
Love
that's pretty.
Love that. Katie will kill me for getting this all out of. Don't care. And then
Sorry, Katie.
Medallions, and I'm going to do something fun with these for you guys. I'm going to do something fun with these that you're going to be able to use them just right away as they are as medallions. They're going to be fussy cut for one thing. And here's some more linen in the red, white, and blue. Here is a bigger piece of that red and white like was in the nautical. And then here is part of a vintage tablecloth that I just thought went so well with this whole set. And
those are gorgeous. That's gorgeous combination. I love that.
Of options. Gives you lots of, thank you. Gives you lots of options. And as most of y'all know, I have not been on much. January was given over to really cleaning and decluttering and putting things in big old bins that I wanted to sell or gift to people to get everything to fit in the Nook. I want what I'm going to use to fit in here, and I feel overwhelmed. I don't know if y'all ever feel that way, but I feel almost like I can't create when I feel like there's too much stuff around me.
I think that's my problem too. I know exactly what you mean. I think that's my problem too. You don't know where to start.
Yeah. And too many choices. So you just go, what do I pick to make this? So yeah, and a lot of what I'm showing you right now, or some of what I'm showing you right now, are things that Julie and I have found when we're out estate sailing together. Like this is a tablecloth table runner that is all embroidered in red. And at first I was going to cut it apart. And then I thought, heck no. I'm going to sell this, as is, just a piece. And Brookie Bells was great. She was like, no, honey, no, don't cut that. She said, you can't make it better by cutting it. So I was like, okay.
Right.
I won't. I won't cut it.
Right. It's
And
gorgeous the way it is.
yeah, I spoke to her just a little while ago, and she seems to be doing better. She's doing a great job. Brooke's doing a great job of not pushing herself today, so
Oh, good.
she's feeling a little bit better. So this is one of the tablecloths that Julie and I found at an estate sale together, which to me, I hope it shows up the camera in its gorgeousness. And what Julie and I are hoping to do in the lunchtime lives, but besides being able to just visit with you guys, is to talk about this kind of stuff that we found. And then here's what we think are the millions of ways that you can use it. And then we just proceed to starting to fiddle around with it, you know? And with me, if I make
Perfect.
a mess, then I just start over. Right? You go one way, then you go whoop.
Right. Exactly.
So that's one of
That's
the
the only way to do it.
yeah, we're just going to want to have fun and kind of show you what a million of things that we can think of to do with it. And then you take it from there, because that's the neatest thing about this group, this community, is that we all can take something and then go one step past it or do our thing with it. And that makes it
Put your own spin on it.
yeah, so much fun. And this is a crazy quilt that is going to be for sale on its own. And this is an embroidered tablecloth, embroidered and crocheted. And, I look at these things and I just can't imagine the time that people put into this.
That's gorgeous.
They seem to have
Goodness,
more than 24 hours in their day,
right.
because they could sit and do this and then not have any of the modern appliances, or not many of them, that we had, and get their day all done and do this kind of gorgeousness as well. So this is one of the things that we will sell, all together. And we're hoping, we were just talking about it, we're hoping that maybe, what do you think, Julie, March, April time period, we might?
Probably right in there somewhere.
Yeah. Right in there somewhere.
We're still in the preparation process, so
yeah.
Yeah, give us some time to get this together. And
we're still going, hey.
Yeah, it's a process.
It is a process. And me and my quilts, so I've got to make some pockets out of these. I may make some corner pockets out of these. And then this is just something I've started on for the sale. And I'm going to put some more on the cover. Hey, I can learn language. Some more on the cover, and then have this for the inside with some pockets.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
There's a somewhere in my bins of finished things, there's a pack of fabric that has these two fabrics, and then a cute little blue and brown check and some other fabrics that match. So there's that. That will be part of the sale. Can you take over for a second, hon? It looks like Katie's calling me.
Okay. All right. So I'm just playing with beads. I think I'm just going to do some dangles, and it's about all I can do sitting here at my desk at work and chat with you guys. So I'm trying to stay in camera. I've got a really odd camera set up. So what's everybody doing today? Is anybody working like me or crafting? There is quite a lag going on. I must say that the Jersey Crafter inspired me to do some beading. I was sitting and watching yesterday when she was making her dangles, and they look so much fun. So I just got my beads out and I started collecting these old necklaces. I had a friend here at work gifted me with this one, and it's got lots of possibilities. So I just take them apart.
Oh, that's pretty.
This is one that I'm going to take apart. It was a necklace that a friend here at work gave me. So I'm going to take it all apart, and I'm going to use the bits and add, like this is a piece of it, and I'm just adding my own little dangles to it.
That's fabulous.
So I'm trying to stay with the color scheme. It seems to be kind of a blue, green, and amber or peach kind of color. So I'm trying to stick with that.
Well, it's really pretty.
Thanks. I might take some off. I might add some more. I don't know yet. I'm just going to play with it and see where it gets.
Absolutely. That's, I think, the fun of it all is figuring out what you want to do with something.
Yeah. And this was a bag of the Jesse James beads that I ordered on Amazon. And this is yummy. I love these beads.
I love those beads. When you first told me about that, I was like, oh my goodness. It's so pretty.
Oh yeah, Celeste, it's a very calming, a very soothing process. I love it. It's fun. The hardest part is picking the beads.
I think there's something wrong with my feed. Ah, yes, there is. Yes, there is.
There's quite a lag.
It's operator error. Celeste, honestly, it's I don't know that it's patience. I did this one. Because I wanted to incorporate some fabric in a dangle. And so.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that turned out nice.
I don't know.
I don't think I saw it at that stage.
So there's a little heart here. Oh, thank you, Julie. There's a heart and there's a flower that are fabric, and literally just figuring out your colors. And Laura Jersey can probably talk to this the best. She makes gorgeous bead dangles.
Yeah, she does.
And
I was watching her yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Celeste, bead loom. I don't think I've ever seen bead loom projects.
Me either.
Oh, it's so true though, Laura. It really is. Your dangles are gorgeous. Oh, okay. Laura might be driving. Okay. Thanks, Celeste. I do love the chunky. I had these big beads I wanted to do something with, and I really couldn't decide. Sadly, they had small holes, so I couldn't macrame with them.
Oh.
So I just thought, let's just get a big old clasp. So I got this great big clasp, and I figured that kind of, like made it work. I don't have any vocabulary today. Why is that, Julie?
Because the camera's running.
Yeah, but
You're
it's
doing
not.
fine.
I just kept adding, and I hang them up like this and look at them.
Yeah, that's the hardest thing is getting them spaced out.
Yeah, yeah. So and I love putting, because I've got so many quilt pieces, I love putting fabric on them that have cut out from quilt scraps. So that's another way to use quilt scraps. So yeah, it's just a fun thing. And you can do just teeny tiny ones, right, Miss Julie?
Yes.
Little teeny tiny. This one's not quite finished, but I put it on here so I don't lose it, because friends, it would be gone. My house. Oh, my husband's a saint. He puts up with it while I'm destashing and cleaning all month. He just walks past it. He really does. He's like, so you're going to sell that? And I'm like, yes, I hope to. And he's like, okay, so it's going to leave the house. And I'm like, it is. It's going to leave the house. And he's like, okay.
Honestly.
He's like, don't be too optimistic. So I don't know. I just got the idea that he was putting up with it, and I appreciated that. I really do. That half the time, that's the best thing about a partner, is they'll just like walk past without saying anything.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Just like people, my friends growing up used to say, wow, he doesn't really compliment you a lot. And I said, no, you don't get it. This is the one day that I'm all tricked out for whatever party or whatever event this is. But the other 364 days that my hair's down and a ponytail and I, really have a lot of makeup on or anything, he doesn't say anything negative. So I love that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Uh-huh. No kidding. Oh, so Laura's making beads too. Yay. I don't know what it is. I absolutely don't know what it is. Oh no, Laura just said that she made the mistake of showing Johnny's tour, I guess, her craft room video tour, I guess.
Oh yeah.
And that was amazing. I mean, wow. There's a gal on Instagram, if y'all are on Instagram at all, and her name is Percy Brown. And her house is so over the top and amazing. There are things that I have thought I would love to have. My grandfather had a printing company back in the day, and I'm talking about in the early 1900s, because my mom is the youngest of 9 children. So he had this printing company in the early 1900s with these huge printing trays. She has that kind of thing hanging on the walls of her craft room, and she has her stamps in them. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous. I don't even know how you find things. They're like 6 feet long. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, it's like a museum.
Awesome. I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Yeah, she just, wow. And she's a young gal too. She's a young gal, so more power to her, But I am thrilled. Don't get me wrong. I am thrilled with my Nook and my little 1930s, 1940s paint by numbers pictures on the wall. Make me happy. So
I love your Nook too. Your Nook is neat. You have a neat Nook.
Yes, it's just a tiny little space, but just being able to have a space set aside. Don't y'all think that is so fabulous? I mean, for years, I had like a closet and a rolling cart. And so this is just like the big time for me. Wow. To have a separate room.
Yeah, I have a lot of organizing to do in my room, but I have a craft room too, so it's
nice. It's nice. I just, boo. Hey, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, you have a gorgeous scrapper, and that's what we were just
Yeah.
talking on
Are your
about.
ears burning?
Her ears must have been burning,
Yeah.
right? So yes, I've been organizing, and I decided that my friend Julie need to come on with me so that people would know I was still alive. Because you only can give so much time to that. You need to, I need to stay balanced
Yes.
because I create too much mess when all I do is dig. Now
Yeah.
I have to deal with what I dug out. Ah. Oh,
Balance is
cool.
good.
You two are hanging out. That's neat. That's so cool. Yes, you can probably hear my booming voice to Oklahoma.
That's funny.
Oh gosh. And so this is something that Julie and I are hoping to do every week is a lunchtime live on her lunchtime. She's at work and this is her official lunchtime right now.
Yes.
And so we're hopeful to do that. We're hopeful to do that on Thursdays. Um, and hope that you guys will come over on Thursdays and visit with us and get
Yeah.
used to seeing us here and whatever shenanigans and hijinkery we decide to get up to. As
Yeah. No telling with us, right?
we can stumble over so much trouble. Ah, we had Mother Brooke wringing her hands. Actually, usually she was like, "Ooh, yeah, let's do that."
Yeah. She's funny.
Joining in, but I don't know. I was going to ask you how much time you feel you've got left on your clock and let you talk a little bit.
I've got I've got a bit of time left.
Okay.
I'm just basically fiddling.
We sort of kind of just went, yeah, let's go on.
Yeah. We sort of discussed what we were going to talk about. We discussed our live sale. We're prepping for a live sale, and we have been to a few estate sales together, and have collected a few things and are destashing some stuff. Like we have some old books and a lot of embroidered beautiful fabrics and handkerchiefs and a lot of stuff
Lace
like that.
and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got that over here, don't I?
So that's pretty much what we got going on, and we're just decided to get together, try to do this one day a week, probably on Thursday. And as long as I can just keep this to my lunch hour, then I'm doing good to be able to do this here at my desk at work.
Exactly.
And so that's kind of what we planned on doing. So you'll be seeing a little bit more of us in the future.
And not necessarily, talking about what we're hoping to do is that it's just going to be us crafting and answering questions that people might have and maybe even doing some location things.
Yes, most definitely. We'll be taking you along with us.
Yeah, we'd like to have you come along with us and see what we find in the greater Dallas area, which apparently, I didn't know this, but I think hubby told me this the other day, that this is the 8th largest. Our Metroplex is the 8th largest in the country. So we should be able to
Wow.
find some pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, we should be able to get up to some shenanigans there,
Exactly.
right in our own backyards.
That's right. That's right. Oh, Laura Jersey says that Johnny is keeping her on task. Are you making the bead dangles? Thanks, Sandra. I appreciate that. I think this. Oh, I stumbled across this when I was destashing and cleaning under a mound of other books, and I think I want to make this into a journal. I'm not sure I want to make it a sewing journal because I'm a weird kid. But I do think it's pretty cool.
Well, I like the colors. If
Yeah,
you decide not to cover it, I like the colors.
I don't think I would cover it at all. I think it's so fabulous as it is. It may get some sort of a collage type thing, but I'm not covering it. I want you to be able to see it. I think it's just really cool.
It's awesome. I like it a lot.
Yeah. So, and it's a nice size. It's a different size than, let's see, it's 10 by 7.5. So I think it'll be a good size.
That is a good size.
The pages are fabulous. They're black and white. But can you imagine in the 1940s? I feel like people were just so much more accomplished. I know they had better educations. I feel like my parents got a better education than I did, and that my children are not getting as good an education. Hi, Norman, as I had. But that, don't get me started. I love the public school system, and I believe in it 100%. I just think that the teachers are being handcuffed, and it makes me so sad. But in the 40s, you could buy a book like this, and you could go upholster your furniture. Who would think about doing that now?
No, nobody.
But I know my aunts did. I mean, they would make these. They would have made these tablecloths. You know, they were stay-at-home wives right after World War II, and they would have made this kind of tablecloth.
Yeah, definitely. My mother would have.
Yeah, and then they would have gone on over here and upholstered their fabric. They felt like they were in charge of everything, you know, from the curb in, and they needed to take care of it all. And so I'm trying to read up. I'm sorry, I got lost there. But yeah, that's what I love about these books. You buy them and they talk about sewing, but they also talk about making fabric to upholster furniture. And that just blows my mind.
Yeah, that's incredible. What's your camera doing?
I don't know.
Can you see that?
Having a seizure. Okay, stop. Stop. What the heck? Hey, Normie.
That's funny. You got Norman.
Okay. And totally appropriate because I don't know enough technology to be doing what I'm doing right now. So Sandra says that she has 2 different devices. Let's see. She has 2 accounts. The first, Sandra, is me. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Do you know what she means, Julie? 2 different devices. They were both created by different people. Since I'm so lame with technology, I am lame with technology, Sandra.
Me too. I don't know.
Sandra does have a heart.
I don't know. That's what it looked like.
Hey, Katie. Katie's Tribe of 5. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Welcome, Katie.
So yeah, we're just having a bit of a time here. Doodle is upstairs with Steve, who's started working from home, which is wonderful. And
that's great.
And he's hoping to go back to work part-time next week. I think he and my brother, my oldest brother, Stan, hi, Stan, are, they always have to compete with everything. And my brother, who has always been physically fit and is very thin and athletic, had a triple bypass surgery in December where, they have to open up your body.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so he started back to work part-time. So now Steve thinks he can start back to work part-time.
Well, that'll be good.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. If he thinks he can, I think it's great. Okay, say hello, Norman. Norman.
Hi, Norman. Norman.
Okay. I just wanted his face up here for Brooke to see because he's her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But he just doesn't want to look at the camera. I didn't put peanut butter on the camera, did I? Hello, sweetie. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's got his winter sweater on.
Oh, he's such a cutie pie.
Okay, come on. He throws me off because he's our leaper and he can just jump right into my lap. I'll be sitting here talking or working and he's in my lap.
Like, where'd you come from?
Exactly. It's like, oh, hi. So Sandra needs to confuse people even more. Yes, we're going to have to figure this out, Sandra, so that I know which is the real you. We want to deal with the real you.
Yeah.
Right? We want to get the real you in here. And interact with her. Oh. So how are you guys doing? Are you doing pretty good? Everybody's staying healthy, I hope.
It's hard to do this year.
This year's been horrible, I know. There's several people right now that are sick. And I just really feel for them.
Yeah, it's not been a good year.
No, it's not a good year. It's terrible time. This one I need to stuff.
Oh, that's that gorgeous journal that you're working on.
I tell you, people, I am a slow crafter. I have got to say, maybe I need to join Slow Crafters Anonymous or something. I was just watching this sweet young girl on Instagram. She's like telling people about the business of making journals and that you have to, keep track of your hours because your hours plus the cost of your material times your like 1.5 times if your profit margin equals what you're going to charge for a piece. And she's like, so for a regular journal, I can get that done in 2 to 2.5 hours.
Really?
I know I was like, oh man.
How does she do that?
Oh man, I am in trouble.
How do you do that if you
I'm in trouble.
I could do that if I didn't decorate it or put any pockets or anything in it.
Well, the thing is, the ones that she calls blank still have these amazingly elaborate covers, and they'll have a couple of pockets, maybe 4.
Oh, okay.
But they're still interesting. The pages are different and, neatly put together and stuff with folds and tucks. And I'm just like, 2.5 hours. Wow.
I don't think I could put a single signature together without sewing it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick the papers in 2 hours.
See, that's the thing. Apparently, we don't have it down well enough.
I know.
Apparently, some people have their signatures ready to go in a basket, or I'd say basket, in a bin. And they just jerk them out and put them in.
Yeah, here's a thought. Say, say, say you always put the same pages in your signatures. Say you always use, say, 2 book pages and 2 music book pages and 2 coffee dyed pieces of paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say you had a standard way of making each signature that you always make. That's the way to do it, I think.
Uh-huh. I know people that put together, and this I think is kind of brilliant. They put together, say, 5 or 6 pieces of coffee dyed or avocado dyed paper, and then they add the music, they add the graph, they add whatever is. See, my thing is, until I make the cover or decide what I want to do, I don't know if it's going to be a traveler or a floral or a nautical or whatever. And so how do you just have a set amount of, you need, pages that I think that go with the theme of your journal.
Oh, definitely. I set out to make a certain kind of journal.
Exactly, that's me.
And then I create the cover and then I put the pages in it.
I
Other people do that backwards.
What do you mean?
They create the pages, signatures, and then they go and make the cover.
I don't know. Doesn't Brooke say she does the cover last? I always have to do the cover first because the cover tells me
Yeah, me too. The
what
cover
the book
tells me.
wants to be.
Yeah.
And I'm a cover girl. I love making covers. And that's what I'm working toward, is making more soft-sided covers and embellishing them, and working with that. I think that working the kinks out of making a cover, it's always fun for me. I just enjoy it.
I enjoy it too.
And I've really enjoyed pulling out this stuff that some of it I didn't realize I had. And some of it, like the lace under here, I was kind of like, what am I going to do with that? And then because it was out, because I had cleaned and decluttered, then I could pick it up and go, hey, I can stick it under here.
Yeah.
It's just all about having things. I'm very visual. I have to have things out where I can see them. And I don't necessarily remember I have them. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
I know Kristen used to say that she shopped her room. Kristen at Rock Paper Treasures. She would say, I figure out I want to make a travel journal, and then I shop my room. She picks up a square, medium-sized bin that you can hold, like 11 by 13.
Okay.
And then she goes around her room and she picks out the papers and she picks out the fabrics, and then she might have a small bin where she's picked out pieces for ephemera and carries that over to her table and starts working.
That's awesome. I like that.
I love hearing about
That's a good way to do it.
What their process is. I love hearing about the different process of people, because everybody has a slightly different way of going about it, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I love watching how people make things too, because you can always pick up tips and figure out an easier way to do things too, or a prettier way.
Mm-hmm.
Watching somebody else and then just kind of put a spin on it.
And like with this, I had this really pretty material and I thought, what am I going to do with that? It's so thin, because it's sheets.
Yeah.
It's vintage antique sheets. And so then I just realized that I could make them into covers if I could figure out how to stabilize them. And you just kind of go from there. And I've had so much fun making different covers using sheet material. And I'm really, I hope, bringing down the amount of sheet material. See, this is stuff I have had over the last, gosh, 20 years that I've been working with fabric and doing different things. And then over the last 6 years, probably with the paper. And it adds up. It does.
Yeah. Yes, Sandra, I'm making my own pins out of this 22 gauge wire.
So tell us about it. Tell us what you're doing.
I usually pick about 3 inches. It depends on how many beads you want to put on there. Right now, I'm just doing 2 or 3, so I'm going to twist the end. Sometimes I do it this way. You just twist it around about 3 times. And then you have a loop. And then I cut off that little piece of wire. And then you have an eye pin. And then of course you got to pick your beads to put on it. And I'm putting about 2 beads, 2 to 3 beads on each one of these. These are really beautiful glass beads. I love them. Yes, I'm mixing. I may not keep this bronze clasp. I'm just using that. But I do have silver, and there aren't any gold. It's basically just silver. The beads are gold, some of the beads, but yeah, I mix. I don't care about any particular, unless I'm going with a certain theme. I don't care about any particular metal. Like I don't keep silver with all silver, or on purpose anyway. Yeah, you just use whatever colors you can. And I'm working with a piece of jewelry that I'd taken apart, and I'm kind of using the color scheme of this.
It's going to be pretty.
So that's all I do. Not really that particular about.
I think just the biggest thing for me was to get over myself and just start free forming.
Yeah.
I was so, ooh, am I doing it right? And then it was like, wait a minute. What's right? Is there a right? Why can't you just do?
Yeah, you can't really mess it up. Yeah, I get chains and necklaces from anybody that gives them to me, and I'll go to thrift shops looking specifically for chains that I can take apart, like this. This was a necklace, and it's got all of these chains that you could use as dangles.
Oh, cool.
And then this was a chain that had 2 or 3 different chains on it of different sizes. So I just cut this up and used it. This one already had a little heart charm on the end of it. And this one has a little round ball on the end. So that's kind of what I'm looking for when I go looking for chains. Oh, I love those macrame ones. I need to get some smaller lobster clasp like those.
Amazon.
That's what I thought I was getting when I ordered these.
Oh.
But see how big they are? That deep.
You know what I do? I look on my ruler at the millimeter centimeter thing and figure out from the description what size it's going to be. Now, this is something that Julie taught me, y'all, and I thought that we would do a lunchtime live with macrame too. Does that sound good?
Yeah, we could do that. That's fun. It's a lot of fun. If nobody, I mean, if everybody wants to learn it or you just want to watch, it's kind of fun to watch.
Watching me is hysterical because I'm always, no, wait, go this way. It's like I don't know my right from my left, but they're so much fun to make. And they can hang on your journal, they can be a bookmark, they can hang on your purse, your backpack, anything.
You betcha.
And I had a lot of from, oh my gosh, maybe over 20 years ago, I have some cool trade beads that I just thought, let us put those in there.
Oh, those are nice. Yeah.
And so like that little stripy one, and
Huh.
so it's fun, and it's fun that you can make all different sizes. So we have big beads and little beads, and
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
it was good of you to teach me. So I thought, hey, let's do that on a craft with me. We could do some craft with me's, and we could do some, hey, I'm out and around. Let's go see what this place has.
Yeah, we can because I can go at lunch to Goodwill and stuff like that and film.
Exactly. And you could be a live gal on the scene
Mm-hmm. Yes.
through the wonders of Wi-Fi.
Yes, most definitely.
But I think what we'll do is just learn how to do the notification, and then on Monday we can notify what kind of thing we're going to do that week. If it's going to be an on the go or a craft with me.
Yeah.
Take care, Celeste. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye, Celeste. I've got to hop off here too, here in a couple of minutes anyway, so.
And I've got Katie here, my elf, to help me, so.
Hi, Katie.
I think she's in there wrangling dogs and giving them lunch right now. But we appreciate everybody coming.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on. And thank you for anybody that watches this later.
Yeah. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for spending time with us. We enjoy your company. And
we will, log in or watch for notifications to see what we are up to next.
And we'll be here next Thursday to do another lunchtime live.
Yes, we will.
And we hope to see you all then. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
See you next week. See you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you next week. Bye.